Hey, crazy book report. Oh my god, how am I supposed to read a whole ass book within 5 days? I have no idea. My mind is gonna explode. What's up? It's the Culture Detective here investigating your favorite albums. And today I'm going to be doing a quick album review on an album that I've been planning to review for quite some time now, and that is Sam LRC, or her full name is Samantha Rodriguez da Cruz with A Lonely Sinner. So, Brazilian shoegaze post-rock artist Sam LRC has released a new album. Apparently, she's been making music for like a while already, but her music has never really, caught my attention or caught the international attention or anything. But it is until in the last couple of years when we have this new and exciting wave of Brazilian shoegaze and breakcore that sort of broke out of the Brazilian scene that really helped her music pop out, and that essentially leads to Sam LRC's new album, A Lonely Sinner, being in the top 10 of the Rate Your Music charts. Now, she's not the only artist from this Brazilian shoegaze breakcore scene. Obviously, the artist that I've reviewed multiple times already is Sonhos Tomam Conta. Also, last year we have the new Turquoise Death album that has also caught a lot of attention online. But another very interesting thing about Samantha's music is that she's only 19 years old. God damn. Knowing that I'm beginning to review music from musicians that are younger than me makes me begin to feel old. Because, when I started reviewing music and when I was, 15, 16 years old, when I started this channel, I was always reviewing music made by people older than me. Even Billie Eilish is like a year older than me. But then now we have this. There are more and more exciting, up and coming young artists younger than me that are making it out there, breaking the mold. And it is both scary because now I feel old, and also interesting to know what music future generations are making. But anyways, the album A Lonely Sinner is pretty much a post-rock album, but instead of your average epic cinematic post-rock, this album goes for a more rough around the edges electronic aesthetic. So the album opens off with Lamb Theme, which is a drony 2-minute intro with forlorn synths. Apparently these quote-unquote synths are actually sampled from the guitars from Swan's track A Piece of the Sky, which is only one of my favorite Swans tracks. And that's really impressive. Later on, she would go on to sample artists all the way from Björk to Merzbow to Low to Yves Tumor. Then following that we have Philodia, which is a 12-minute track with a cinematic soundscape. We have bits of strings and watery guitars that really build a beautiful imagery, and then we enter the second half with the raw, banging, driving drums, and it builds up to a noisy finish. Not gonna lie, this is really impressive for a 19-year-old to achieve this. But also, I really love how emotionally potent this track is. There is a certain kind of potency to the track that is just amazing. To follow that up, we have the track Sinner, which is an 8-minute long track with lots of ups and downs, lots of swells and quiet moments. And at some points on the track, it really reminds me of like a Sigur Rós track because of how slow and gentle and tender it is. But at the same time, despite having pretty, I guess, conventional post-rock aesthetics, there is still a kind of emotional element to the track that I really appreciate. And also lyrically, now maybe I'm reading into it a little bit too much, but I can't help but associate the lyrics on this track to maybe this is where she talks and sings about her experience being trans and sort of that kind of fear and self-conflict of being in that community. And I don't know, maybe I'm overreading this. I'm looking at lyrics like "You're my creator," "I am your boy," "Kill my joy," lyrics like this that really make me think, okay, maybe this is a song about her own experience being trans, but I'm not sure. Then we have Flower Fields with its spacey pianos and beautiful keyboard embellishments. The singing here sounds like they're recorded on a phone recording app, and yeah, not the strongest vocals ever, but the ending sequence beats sound really HD. They sound really clean and crisp, which is, I guess, an interesting contrast with the vocals, but ultimately it feels like two different styles clashing, and it's a little bit of a mess, unfortunately. But the rest of the album is pretty fantastic. We have the track Storage, which is another 12-minute monster track. This time, instead of the first one, this is a lot more compelling, with dense distorted guitars, drony buzzing bass, and these howling backup vocals that are just like wolves howling or something. And we have this epic climactic finish that is so large, so huge, it's honestly impressive. Then following that, we have Sheep Theme, which is a post-rock rager where this time the vocals take a way stronger presence. And we have repeated refrains like, she tried to run again, she tried to run again, which probably again alludes to her inner conflict. But anyways, following that we have 4M, which is a beautiful piece that takes a bit of the Princess Mononoke theme song and then a bit of string quartet track piece into this passionate, fiery rocker that sounds like sunlight breaking through dark clouds. The album ends off with The Beauty of the Present Moment, which is a very cliche title. I feel like I'm in some Terrence Malick film or something. The beauty of the present moment. Oh, look at the leaves, look at the clouds. Despite the very cliche title, musically, it is pretty beautiful, and I feel like it is a very fitting way to end off the album. We are essentially put on a bed of ambient synths and strings, and I feel like I'm being gently carried away into the heavens or something like that. So yeah, overall, this is a pretty damn good album. Sure, there are a lot of moments on the album where clearly she's putting her influences on her sleeves, and there are a lot of derivative moments on the album because of that. But even so, number one, it is very impressive that a 19-year-old would make something like this. B, there's a lot of emotional potency and a lot of beautiful, 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 beautiful post-rock instrumentals, arrangements on the album that is honestly fantastic. So yeah, it is not a bad album. Please go check it out. I'm giving the new Sam LRC album, A Lonely Sinner, a light 8 out of 10. So, have you listened to the new Sam LRC album? Comments below, let me know. Subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching. I don't know why, but my voice is so raspy lately. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But anyways, I'm going to push forward and review Taylor Swift tomorrow.